What is AngularJS? Let's now get started with AngularJS. What exactly is AngularJS? Where did it come from and where are we going to go with it? Talking about history of Angular. Angular was designed by Mesco Havery. It was first released in June 2012 and pretty soon became one of the most popular front-end JavaScript frameworks. It is now maintained by the Google. AngularJS is a structural framework for dynamic web applications. AngularJS is what HTML could have been if it had been designed for applications. HTML, as you are familiar with, supports only static documents. Whatever you specify in HTML is that is shown in your web page. Angular comes in and fills in the gaps to support dynamic applications. Angular, let's say you use HTML as your template language. And let's say you extend HTML's syntax to express your application components clearly. Its data binding and dependency injection elements much of the code you currently have to write. And it all happens within the browser, making it an ideal part with any server technology. Features of AngularJS. The most important general features of AngularJS are AngularJS is open source, completely free and used by thousands of developers around the world. AngularJS is an efficient framework that can create rich internet applications. And second important feature is AngularJS is used for single page applications. What is single page application? A web application that fits on a single web page, providing a more fluid user experience similar to a desktop application. Some conditions for the single page application are this, like all necessary code is retrieved with a single page load, and the page doesn't reload at any point in the process and doesn't control transfer to another page. AngularJS is a framework to build large-scale, high-performance and easy-to-maintain web applications. Its structured code is easier to maintain, easier to update, and also the readability improves. Applications written in AngularJS are cross-browser compliant. AngularJS automatically handles JavaScript code suitable for each browser. This diagram depicts some important parts of AngularJS which we will discuss in detail in subsequent modules. The most important core features of AngularJS are, first one is data binding. Data binding is the automatic synchronization of data between model and view components. Second thing is scope. These are objects that refer to the model. They act as a glue between controller and view. Next is controllers. These are JavaScript functions bound to a particular scope. And we have services. AngularJS comes with several built-in services such as HTTP to make a XML HTTP request. These are singleton objects which are initiated only once in application. We have filters. These select a subset of items from an array and returns a new array. And directives are markers on DOM elements such as elements, attributes, CSS, and more. These can be used to create custom HTML tags that serves as new custom widgets. AngularJS has built-in directives such as ngbind, ngmodal, etc. It has routing. Routing is a concept of switching views. One of the Angular feature is model view whatever, MVW. MVW is a design pattern for dividing an application into different parts called model, view, and controller, each with distinct responsibilities. AngularJS doesn't implement MVC in the traditional sense, but rather than something closer to MVVM, model view view model. The AngularJS team refers it humorously as model view whatever. And AngularJS has dependency injection feature. AngularJS has a built-in dependency injection subsystem that helps the developer to create, understand, and test the application easily. This is all about what is AngularJS.